So, welcome to the Meet the Board chat with the World Federation of Tourist Guide. I'm Sebastian, the president of the World Federation of Tourist Guides, and I'm honored to be your host today. Sorry, Christina can't make it. We had some problems with the timing. I thought the first time went out with 1 o'clock. Then she has to work now as a guide, and we changed it to 11 o'clock, but this change didn't come through to all the channels. So we stay with 1 o'clock Viennese time, always Viennese time, because the association is registered in Austria. So I have to apologize. Ivana, which was originally planned to do the meeting today, she will host the next one then, and I'm honored to be your host today. And yeah, the World Federation of Tourist Guides is the association, or better, we are a federation of associations. That means our members are associations around the world, tourist guide associations, and in some areas also tourist guides directly, where there are no local associations member of our association. And we have introduced this new format, Meet the Board, so that you have a direct contact to one of our board members. The EXPO, the Excommunication Board, is the gremium which is elected during our conventions, during our General Assembly from the delegates. And we are here to, to support tourist guides associations, and you can use this format here to directly contact us, give us feedback, give us ideas, or whatever you ask for support, or whatever you want to share with us. So feel free. This is a very, very informal format here. It's a little bit, we call it a tea chat in former times. We called it where we just sit together, drink a cup of tea, and talk about everything, all the topics relevant for tourist guides. So the floor is you. Whoever want to speak, raise your hand, just turn on your microphone and talk to us. Who has a question? Who wants to speak to us?
How are you?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello,
Yeah, how are
Ahmad.
you? Nice, and I'm lucky to be with you today. My name is Ahmed from Egypt. Yes,
How
it's
can we
okay.
help you? Do you have any questions, any topics?
Yeah, yes, I'm working as a professor of Egyptology and specialize in tour guidance, and also I'm working as a head of department in many university in Egypt. Just I'd like to have this question for you or for all my guests. Is it normal in many countries that a professor of Egyptology to be like a professional tour guide also? I'd like to ask about how legal is this?
Um, Depends on your country. So
Yeah,
it's very difficult to say that. It's we have area where tourist. So first of all, let me explain what is a tourist guide, or what a tour manager, tour director, or tour guide. There are the
tour
differences.
guide, yeah, yeah.
We
Tour
say
guide, yeah,
tourist, very important, tourist guide, with the tourist, not just tour guide, because a tour guide can also lead groups in buses, travel through the country, speak in buses, and so on. A tourist guide is
yeah,
always a guide who is guiding in the city, in a local area. And we define, and also the international organization define, a tourist guide is very well educated, has passed some exams. We call it certified or qualified guide. And the certified guide is in some regions of the world. So mostly this started in Europe, in the southern hemisphere of Europe, in Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain. Also in Austria then later, where we have this certified tourist guide. And this is on state-regulated countries. There you are only allowed to guide when you have passed the exam, the certificates of the local authorities. In Austria, it's countrywide. In Italy, it's regional or city, or sometimes also site or location-wise. So it depends really on your local country or your local state rules.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we are here for the tourist guide. So our local associations have tourist guides, and this is mandatory to become a member of our association or to work or cooperate with us. We want to work with the professional, which does not mean that we do not do cooperations or partnerships with tour guide association or tour managers, but our first target group are really the tourist guides. Hi, Marika. Welcome, Washington, D.C. Welcome, Japan, our bidders and winners from the next convention where we are 2026, our big networking event with a lot of seminars, workshops, but also a lot of party and exhibitions. Mizu is the big organizing host from Japan. So nice to see you here.
Hi, nice to see you again, Sebastian. So I thought that Ivana is the host of this networking. So she's now working as a guide. So
She's at the moment she's working at a guide. We had some time confusions today. Which time is the right time? Originally it was sent out 1 o'clock. We changed it to 11 o'clock, but I think that didn't go out so much. So I'm here now to host it.
Okay.
Spontaneously.
So okay. So I'm not sure who is available right now in this meeting, but I personally want to know, Sebastian, your personal background of your a business, of your career as a tour guide, and yeah, because the Team Japan do not know exactly what you have done up until now. Is it okay to just introduce yourself?
Sure, this is exactly, we can talk about everything here. This is exactly the right format. So I'm a tour guide since 2003. I started as a church guide in Passau, very small city in Germany, Bavaria, south of Bavaria, close at the border to Austria. And yeah, I was an altar boy. I was studying Catholic theology. And I was, guiding the cathedral. Then I did the exams for my city in Passau. In 2000, I was a tour guide in Passau. Then I also did the exam for Austria, which is a 600 hours course. In Germany, it was a little bit different. It was just 20 hours, 40 hours. A very simplified exam in Passau. In Austria, it was a 600-hour course, costs me 5,000 euro because there it's state licensed. And I did pass the exam 2007. And then I started my own company doing specialized tours for children, for school groups, for students groups. I do custom theater or improvisational theater with role playing and all that. Then I went a little bit into the church politics and into normal politics. I was a little bit out of the business, or not really out of the business. I was involved in the Capital Culture Year of Europe 2009 in Linz. I was always working there, but my main job was politics. 2014, I left politics completely. And I founded a new company. We are now developing tours, workshops on river cruises, everything for river cruises along the Danube from Nuremberg to Budapest, and also a little bit the Rhine River from Basel to Amsterdam with Cologne and so on. We do lectures on boards, day excursions, half-day excursions. And I have now also a guide company in Vienna where I guide myself a lot. So I'm still a tourist guide, but now very specialized for I myself do not longer guide river cruises, but my company, we are doing approximately in the year between 10 and 15,000 tours per year. So I have 600 freelance guides working for me in my company. And yeah, and I'm doing now a lot of bicycle tours in Europe. I have started during the pandemic because this was the only chance where we had been allowed to guide in the nature, and this was recommended a lot, bicycle tours, and now have developed a bicycle tour or tourist guide course. It's more for tourist guides, a top-on course. We have now educated 60 tourist guides, and we founded a company, and we are now doing a lot of bike tours. I'm coming right back from a bike tour. Last week I was guiding along the Mosel River in Germany, and the Rhine River too. And yeah, and then I have started, or I was since 2015, I was in the Chamber of Economy. This is in Austria. It's more kind of a union, or it's not really a union of guides. It's very state organized. There was the delegate there for tourist guides in my local state, and I was the chairman of the tourist guide association, you can call it there. And also the head trainer. I led 5 training courses in Upper Austria with 600 hours. And now I founded my own guiding school or training school. So I'm doing courses in Austria. I'm not a WFDJ international trainer because this is for Austria not really relevant. I have to follow the local law a little bit. So I'm an ISO certified 12017 trainer for Austria. And there we are doing courses for tourist guide, tour managers, tour operators. We combine it a little bit. We have a very modular system, and the top level is then a tourist guide course. Yeah, this is my background. So and I have another company. We're doing a lot of tourism consulting. So we are consulting museums, tourist boards, destinations, and we consult them in experience design. So my biggest question is always, what is really an experience? Is an experience just talking about numbers, facts, about history, or what is a real experience? What are the needs of the guests? And this is also where I'm specialized in my courses, that we say you need a bright knowledge, you need a deep knowledge, but most important is that you immediately understand what are the needs of your guests, and to fulfill that and give them a bigger picture, or really bring them to the very, very deep exercise. And this is for me, what I try to do. And exactly that's why I'm now also the president of WFDGA, because I think I was also elected because I have the mindset that we always have to think about who is our participants in courses, who are our members, what can we do for them, not to think too much about what is the organization. So I'm like the organization. I have attended a lot of conventions. I was there. For me, it's one of the best to bring people together, the WFDGA, and to have a peace ambassador network in these difficult times, where we get more and more conflicts in the world and more nationalism. But on the other side, we have to think, what are the aims of our organization? Who is our target? I think it's changing. Who is a tourist guide? Who becomes a tourist guide? we are at the moment, we are a network where we love the conventions, we love to come together. Sometimes it had been a little bit political also, but for me, it is important to also think about the future. We split into a world where we have a few professionals in our business who are really high professional, earn money, and we have a big group who is doing it as a passion and can't do it as a main profession or main job because they don't have enough tourists, or they don't have the chances to do that, because a lot of tourism boards and tour agencies think that tour guide can become everybody, and that tourist guides should not be paid equally. That is just the job for retired teachers, something like that. And so we have to be carefully in the organization who is our target group and offer programs for both, and also have to rethink what training is, what our convention is. And for me, it's the most important thing is that we professionalize everything. I'm a very digital guide. I love digitalization. I'm doing also very special digital tours for in my city Linz, along the Rhine, along the Danube River. We had the title UNESCO City of Media Art, so I'm doing a lot of tours with technology, with tablets, with mini beamers, with all these stuff, including apps and all that. And yeah, and this is for me a little bit the future, to think about what can we do for the part-time tourist guides, for the professional tourist guides, for the countries where they can't afford membership fees and all that. So it's very difficult, it's very big, and we have to professionalize everything. Yeah, so this is a little bit my background. Was now a little bit a longer answer, but I hope, Mithu, any questions about that, Mithu, or was that what you want to hear?
Thank you very much for sharing your background. I know why you are so digitalized person, and you have a lot of work to do and so busy, makes you so busy every day. Thank you.
Welcome. I saw a question in the chat, so you also can see the chat. I saw from Yasmin a question. Yasmin, do you want to speak or write it into the chat?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice to hear from you, Sebastian. This is the first time I am, connecting with the WTFGA. I am from Pakistan, and I just did a local tourist guide course from our Tourist Development Corporation of Punjab, and it is from there I got your reference of this, organization. I'm interested to find out how can we proceed further, like tell me something about your trainings that you are providing, or how can we, somehow join those trainings if it's possible through online.
So first of all, we are working, our members are local associations. So if you're a tourist guide, you should become member of your local association, and that association become then member of us, and then you get all the benefits and so on. I know Pakistan, we don't have tourist guide association there who is member of us. So it would be possible for you to become an individual member, so that you're directly connected with us, and we support you then to found an association or to support the local associations to become members of. But even if you're an individual member of our association, you get all the benefits. For the training, we have training courses, and once again, because our aim is the local association, we offer those local association our most important training course, which is hot hands-on guiding and hands-on training. So we set up a very easy training course in your area to become a guide or to help your local association. And the other training courses we offer then are dedicated to trainers. If you want to become a trainer, so train the trainers, we call the training course, then you can become an international, can be first to become a national trainer, and then you become an international trainer or a lead international trainer, and then you're going around the world or do trainings for other trainers or for other tourist guides. At the moment, we're developing also this section. This is Viola Lewis from Scotland. She's head of training. She has this portfolio. We have spread all those from the expo. Everybody of us has a portfolio and helping tourist guides or association in different manners. So Viola is taking care about the training. And we will develop this section all in the future, because we realize that we do not want to get rid of the local trainings, because it's very important that you have an in-person training on the spot. Guiding is still with practical technologies. You have to see the people in front of you, to work on how you stand, how you interact on all these things. But we realized in the new world that we need new formats of training. So we will find because at the moment, there was a big discussion in the past, is it allowed to have online trainings? Which trainings should we do? Because we do not want to get in competition with the local trainings. So what we will do in the future, we will develop that over the next year, is that we offer online training on special international topics like sustainability, river cruise, ocean cruises, virtual tours. So all these special things a local association perhaps does not have in mind, or doesn't find a trainer, or a artificial intelligence for tourist guides, and all these special things we can do online. We will offer in the next year online trainings for that. We have to find the format. We have to find a platform for that. And we also have a training center, which is at the moment located in Cyprus, where we do every year in November different training courses in approximately 2 or 3 weeks. The next training courses we do in person in Cyprus will be sent out. What we also will do in the futures, or what we are already doing, is we have cooperations with the World Food Tourism Network, so you can pass an online course to become a food guide. And this is what we are thinking about and developing in the future, to implement more and more upgrade certificates. So you have to be a local tourist guide, and then you can join our courses to upgrade them to become an UNESCO World Heritage Guide. We will connect more and more with the Federation of European Guides. They're offering a wide variety of courses like the T-Guide course. And what we also are planning to do, or we have done that in the past, when we have our international convention every 2 years, during the convention, we're doing a lot of workshops, seminars, where you also can participate online. We do that hybrid in the future, and where we have a broad variety of themes. And at the moment, we are planning on special conference for trainers. I think that will go. We are discussing that internally at the moment, so that next year, maybe in the spring next year, we will offer a train the trainer conference, seminars, or whatever in the Asian area, to start that, to have every 2 years a conference dedicated to training, perhaps only for trainers, perhaps also for tourist guides who want to upgrade their skills. So at the moment, we are developing a lot. That's why you can't find so much on our website. And yes, I can't concrete offer you something where you can take part in, but the best would be to subscribe to our newsletter, and you will get all these informations in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And if you need something special, always write us an email. So we have for big network, if you say, I need a special training course, can you assist us in Pakistan? The first thing I'm always doing is forward it to Marika, which is also here. She's our brand ambassador of WFTGA, but she's also our head of the area reps. And the area reps is from the expo, from the highest gremium, I would say, we have chosen a lot of 16, I think 16 at the moment, Marika, I'm right?
Yes,
16, yeah,
16 area representatives that have been appointed by the board
yeah,
to serve.
16 area representative, and they have chosen different areas in the world, and they know the local associations. Or perhaps, Marika, you want to explain some words about how the area reps support and what they can do for the local guides.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Cardonato. And as Sebastian had mentioned, I am the area representative liaison for the World Federation. And I am located in Washington, D.C., but right now I'm calling in from Spain. I'm here for the week, just enjoying a nice holiday with my nephew and his family. And I'm really going live. It's so nice to be very digital, very mobile. And so the area representatives, we have 16 currently serving for 2024 to 2025. And they are coming from all parts of the world. And so they are in charge of our guide associations from Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and Oceania, and the Americas. So we have all the 16 are distributed around the world. They are like our ambassadors and they represent the World Federation, and they help the associations in case they have questions, in case they want to become a member. Many I think are not members, and so they say, how can we apply to become an association? So we're there for you, to listen to you, to see how we can bring you to the table and join our global network. And that's what we do. So we also have webinars, like we have an upcoming webinar on the 20th of July, and it will be for our African tourist guides. But anyone is welcome to join and listen. But we are concentrating on the African representation of tourist guide associations. And we have about 6 members from Africa that are currently full members of the World Federation. But we're open to others who want to know more about that. We're going to have a lot of breakout rooms, conversations, listening to the needs of others. So please, if you have time, it's all over our websites and all over our social media. The links for 20th of July at 7 p.m. East African time.
Thank you, Marika. I have sent 2 links into the chat. The first one is where you can see the overview of our area representative and have all the contact details there. So, and feel free to write them an email, to send them a WhatsApp message. This is your direct contact. They are very friendly, very helpful. This is exactly why we have the area representatives. And I have also put the second link into the chat where you can register for the African webinar.
Yes. Yes, so we're challenging, we are asking everybody, all the tourist guides from our African continent, to join in. And of course, we don't want to exclude the other parts of the world. You're always welcome. You will learn a lot. It's really fascinating how we provide these webinars, and it will be ongoing. I think it's very effective to listen to our members and to continue this kind of webinars and just communication and engaging our members. So hopefully this will be ongoing, and we will be announcing it more and more as we integrate the systems together. So please continue to be involved with us, engage with us, join us on social media. There's really a lot going on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will definitely.
And Marika, we definitely will change the format we have here at the moment. We are saying we're doing an tea chat or meet the board, and for African tourist guides after the next webinar we will call it campfire chat. You're right?
Yes, That's right. Storytelling by the campfire. That was a concept I really, really like very much because of the fact that, we're sitting around, like now we sit around, but of course we're in a platform, a very digital platform. But let's imagine we're around the campfire and we're telling our stories. It's so nice to be connected with a human voice and telling a human story that that really binds us, connects us together, because we share those stories together, our challenges, our successes, and that's what we're all about. We want to help each other. Whatever challenges you have, whatever success, share it with us as a story, because we're tourist guides. We tell stories, and that's the beauty of the World Federation. It gives you that openness, to become the voice of the guide. And that's what we need. That's why we call it, you come together in a table. But here I chose the concept of a campfire because I thought that was more emotional. It has more of a tone of personal invitation, so it's not so much mental. It's more the mental and the heart combined. And I think that will become very effective communication to all of us.
Great. You realize the power and energy of Marika. I'm so proud that you are with us. You are amazing, Marika.
Yeah. And I haven't slept. I just arrived. We just landed in Madrid. And I said, hey, there's a chat going on, and I'm now in the same time zone. Would you believe I'm in your time zone, Sebastian?
Marika, I don't realize a different when you're on my time zone, because when I'm writing you, 7 o'clock for me in the morning. This is, I think middle in the night for you. You're still answering my WhatsApp messages. The same when I write you in the evening, you're always online. I think you are not sleeping.
Yeah, I do sleep. I have to make sure that I'm healthy.
I hope that you realize a little bit how the WFTJ is. We are really a big family. And when we are gathering together, this is so amazing when we have conventions like the last one in Sicily, and we're all looking so forward to Japan 2026. This will be so amazing for us, because from the first beginning, when the guides come together, the same mood, they are inspired, we have party from the first beginning, and I think Japan will be amazing, really. We haven't been in Asia.
Yeah, and is Mizu still on the call? Mizu?
Yes, she is still on the call.
Hi,
Mizu.
Marika-san. Nice to talk to you. I didn't know you were in Spain.
Yeah, I'm here on a holiday because my nephew invited me to join them, to be their guide. Actually, I'm just helping them out just so that they can discover Spain, for the first time. So we have a local guide here, and it's fascinating. Remember Mitsu, we met here, right? 2 years ago.
Yeah? Oh yeah, that
and
was this crazy.
No, sorry, Mizu was not here. We met the tourism office of Japan. Yeah. Remember that, Sebastian? The tourism office of Japan, who was at the hotel. And my hotel is very close to that hotel.
This was the crazy hybrid convention where we all got COVID.
Yeah, in Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Yes, in Madrid.
Yeah.
So it brings back memories. It brings back so much memories. But now it's summer, so it's so hot, right? Today is so hot. Different from when we were here in February. But it brings back good memories because. But I fell also. That's also a very bad memory because I fell. I broke my ankle. I went to the emergency room.
I remember that. Oh my God.
I had to pay 300 euros to wait 5 hours for one little x-ray. Oh my gosh,
But now let's come back to business, because Christina has asked some questions and I want to answer the questions. Christina has asked, why does tourist guides need a food certificate because it's included in their local guide training? This is exactly the situation we have in the WFDGA, because a lot of associations doing amazing training courses, and we do not want to get in competition with them. It's what we are offering from the World Federation is just on top. So it's the same for Austria. A lot of our guides, they don't take the exams or the additional exams of WFDGA, because we have all that. We have a 600 hours course and so on. It's just an opportunity what we want to offer, because in some regions of the world there aren't any guide trainings or not on specific topics. It's just we want to include more of that. The World Food Tourism is a network, is an international network where you can be listed as a guide doing exactly these food tours. And food tourism is growing. It's oh my God, it's every year 25% growing. So it's really it's a big future. Food tourism, and this is just an option what we want to offer to be also listed there. We have a very good cooperation with Eric from the International Food Tourism Network, and we are trying to find new cooperations. I think we are with the Interpret Europe or with the World Heritage Interpretations. These are the next cooperation we want to connect to change our training program and all that. Yeah. The next question you had, Christina, and if you want to know more, just turn on your video. You can ask questions in real time here. I see 2 more questions from you about the culture card. So for those who don't know the culture card, oh, here you are. You can ask your question right now personally. That's good.
Thank you very much.
I hand over to you.
Thank you. Yes, I had a question with these cultural cards that earlier it was on the website, the list, which countries, what kind of museums can be visited with them, but now I can't find it. So, and I'm always being asked how and where, and so this, I thought it's a good opportunity to ask. And the second one, who is the responsible person for it now? Because I was sending some letters to mails to James, because I think he was doing it before he was elected to become a member of the board, or exactly in this version. So now I don't know if it still belongs to him or it belongs to somebody else, or you don't have anybody at the moment. Yes, okay.
Oh, okay, I will. First of all, what is the culture code? Because I think we have a lot of participants today here who are not so familiar what WFDGA is doing. Culture card is a service we are offering for our member association, which can get the cards for free. It's on paper cards sent to the member associations, and they can forward it to their guides. And the culture cards are your entrance ticket to a lot of museums together with your local tourist guide ID. It's valid until March 2025. And the card, and then we'll have a new system. And with the cards, most of the museums give you the free entrance. The list is still on the website. So when you check, I will send it to you into the chat again, or I will answer it directly in your questions. The list is still there, but it's on Google Maps card. The problem is the museums who should accept the culture cards, the local association should send them an email every year. Please forward the cards to your museum staff, that they know to give the tourist guides a free entrance. We realized that this system is not happening, or that some of the local associations are doing it. Most, I would say 2 or 3% are doing that, and they are really behind that. That's why you see that we have a lot of museums listed in Austria, Czech Republic, and some in Germany. also in America a few, but it always depends on our volunteer network. So WFDGA has no paid employees. We are completely all volunteers working here. And with that, I realized that
Excuse
it
me,
is...
I don't see this list. I still don't see the list. I just
You
clicked
see
on
the map? You can
No,
see the map?
I don't see the map. I am on that page, what you linked in here, but it's not, I cannot see it there. There is
I
just
can...
a photo of the card and few words what it means, but I don't see any list.
When you scroll down, I have shared
Scroll
my
down.
screen here. Yeah.
I scroll down and then I have only the...
You see Culture Card Partners here?
No, I don't see it.
So I'm sharing the screen. This is what I can see on my website. I can see Culture Card Partners
Okay, I don't have
2024.
that. Yes, I don't have
And then
this
you
one.
can zoom in, and that's the problem. You see here only like in Vienna. I can show you. You see here all the museums in Vienna which are offering, which definitely accept the culture card, where we have sent the letter this year and they responded. The problem is with this list, the list will never be full because I explained you with the volunteer system that not so many associations have the time to do that. What I realized, I'm traveling a lot. I'm used the culture card in, I would say, 90% of the museums in Europe where I have been. It's working. It was the Galleria Borghese in Vienna. It had been the museum in Bratislava, the War Museum. So it's working quite well where museums say you are studying, you're coming because you want to come back with a group or so on. And this is definitely working, I would say. In most of the museums, when you show the card and when you have a local tourist guide ID, which is translated into English, this is what I would recommend to all the association, to have it on your local tourist guide ID in 2 languages. My Austrian tourist guide ID is just in Austrian languages, and it doesn't work because the local museums staff can't read it. What means Fremdenführer in Italy? They don't know that. With my German ID card, where it's saying Gästeführer / tourist guide, licensed by, everything translated, it immediately works. And so we do not want to longer concentrate on the listing on the website. We want to more tell guides, please try it. Use the card. Normally it's working because it looks officially. They can read it on our website. They can see that, and that helps. What we are at the moment trying to get, and this is what Ivana is doing with her portfolio. She's because she is head of public relation and all partnerships and all relations, and she is trying to make a partnership also with the International Museum Organization, ICOM, and we try to get a bigger member there so that we get their benefit card directly for the guides, but this is very cost intensive. We have to look into that. If it's possible, we try to speak with, because they're organized in the different countries. We try to speak with some countries on a higher level. And what we're also developing with the culture cards in the future is that they will become a digital card, so that we send it not longer in paper form because of sustainability. And we want to include some more technical aspects of that. So this is perhaps something next year can happen, that we have a digital version of the culture card sent out to our members, but we have to look into more complex changes we have to make in our membership database. We will see if we can make it until next year. But this is the future. Responsible for the whole culture card part is at the moment it is James, because James has the portfolio of activities, or he was responsible for that. We have changed it a little bit because it's members benefits now, and we have changed it from activities to services for our members. It will be Christina Leal who is responsible for that. but we also have changed in the background who is answering emails. So if you now send an email to culturecard@wfdga.org, it should go to our administrator, to our freelance employee in our office, which is Sonia Bell from South Africa. If she has not responded so far to you, please send the email to me. I will forward it to the right person so that you get an answer. But I have checked the Culture Card emails, and what I realized, all emails are answered there. But we had been in a period from January to, I would say, April or May, where we have changed a lot of things in the back. Perhaps some of the emails got lost there during that period. I'll just send it again or to me. But normally we try to respond in 7 days. We can't respond in 24 hours because we still
it's okay.
volunteer
3
basis.
months ago, so no problem.
So 7 days, it's what the target is at the moment. We try to reduce it, but we have to find the best solution. It's
actually
very difficult.
Sorry to interrupt. My greatest problem is that I don't see the map. I don't have the map on it on the site what you gave me. Not there, nothing there. So there is empty. On my site it's empty there.
If it's empty, perhaps you have to check if, because it's a Google map, if your security and cookie settings allow to show Google Maps.
I use Google Maps all the time, so that's why it's funny, and my colleagues cannot find it either, so I wouldn't be bullied all the time that why don't I ask and so on. So that's why I don't understand. Is it possible?
So let me check if it's
Hungary
possible
cannot see it. It's crazy.
Let me check if it's, but I can also
because
see
I
it
use
on
Google Map
mobile
all
phone.
the time for planning things and everything. So it's awkward.
Can you send me a screenshot of that, please? Just send a screenshot directly to me of what you see, and then
okay, I will do all the screenshots all along that page what you send me the link, okay? Because and then to your email.
Yeah, to my email, Sebastian or president@wfdga.org.
Okay, I will. Okay, because it's awkward. Where you showed it to us now when you put the screen, it's not there. Yeah. Okay, I will send it to you. Thank you.
Any other questions here in anybody who wants to turn on his video to ask something? Let me see the chat. Okay. And you realize we really can talk about everything here.
Sebastian, when will the newsletter come out? Is it coming out tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm working right today on the newsletter. I'm not sure if I have to make a registration form for the working groups. And I'm still struggling a little bit with the technology, so I don't know if I finish this until tonight.
Okay.
I have to do a children tour in the afternoon, dressed in a Mozart costume with 31 degrees outside in the shade in the Schönbrunn Palace Garden in Vienna, and I have to prepare for that a little bit.
That's cool. We have 35 here.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, with a Baroque hairstyle, you know. Anybody else? Does Japan want to add something, say something, invite somebody? Do you have more questions, Misu, about my personal
No, I'm okay.
about Marika's CV, whatever? We are here very informal. Use this forum. We're just on YouTube, we're just on Facebook, we're live waiting everywhere.
Yeah, we want to know, you'll be sending already little announcements, right? For the convention, or not?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. So we are now established an organizing committee, and we have a bi-weekly meeting right now, and we have another meeting in this coming Tuesday, and we are planning to send all the members worldwide about the survey sheet, maybe on the Google sheet, to ask the intention to come to Japan on 2026 February convention. So we have to make some kind of estimation, how many people are coming, from where, and I think this is our first step to make some budgeting and also other things. So we are now making to do that. And also one of my colleagues is making some newsletter about our convention site and also our progress for now. So please wait for a moment. Maybe we can send it in a month or so.
Okay. That's great. A lot of my colleagues are asking me about Korea because they want to take the boat from Seoul, I think, or another city to Fukuoka.
Yes, we have a boat. It takes about 3 hours from Fukuoka to Busan. Busan is located the southern part of Korea. And yeah, so only 3 hours. And by airplane, it takes about 40 minutes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are also
it's
considering to make some tour after the convention that you can go to Korea from
Yeah.
Fukuoka port.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that would be very popular for people who are visiting Asia for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are now making some kind of other plans and optional tours, and before and
Exactly.
after the convention. Yeah, so please wait for
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
Thank you. Marika-san, thank you
They
very much
would
for all
they're
the
really
support.
looking forward.
Okay, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marika, we for me, it is the next convention, we have to be careful. If we start too early with marketing and all that, it's we are repeating too much, and it's not like there has to be a dramaturgy also in that. Experience is everything. So I want to go live with a one-page website next month, where we have, and this will be the main information page. So we always can dedicate it to that page, link it to that page, and then all the information are going there. But first we must program this website and be ready with that. So that and from there on we are starting and to have newsletters which can be forwarded and that. Yeah, so it will come. It will just take a little bit more time. Yeah, so we have enough time. It's 1.5 years, and the registration will start in 1 year, and there we have to be ready. There it must go boom. Now everybody wants to register immediately because it will be like cherry blossom.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think March of 25, the registration will appear.
We will see. We can't tell you too much at the moment. You have to be a little bit excited. But I see Stefia, St. Lucia, Caribbean. Stefia giving applause, has raised their hand. Stefia, do you want to say something?
Hi, good morning. Am I being heard clearly?
Yeah, we hear you. Good morning.
Hi, well, we're 6 hours behind all of you. I'm guessing maybe Japan probably 8 or 10 hours behind. So I had to set my alarm to make sure I did not miss you this morning. I'm happy to be here.
Anything you want to know? Anything you want to talk to us?
Yes, maybe I missed it, but I've been trying to follow closely. In the Caribbean, well, I could speak mainly for St. Lucia. Our main revenue for the island is in tourism, followed by agriculture. And the whole setup of tour guiding here is that the different tour operations or destination management companies, tour operators, what happens is each individual organization would be training their own privately hired tour guides. There isn't a regularized standard, or there isn't a recognized body to say that tour guides will be trained up to a particular standard. I came across this organization simply because I did an online search to find a recognizing body to certify tour guides up to international standards. And I received a response for training the trainers. I did tour guiding myself in St. Lucia as a trilingual tour guide because I speak French and Spanish, well, English, our first language. So I do have that formal, I should say, training from the company I worked for. However, I recognize that we need to take it a step higher. We receive visitors from all over the world. Every single major cruise line call into our port during the months of October through to May. Every single year, thousands of tourists come here. And yes, we give a good service. However, there isn't a standard. So my question after all of this talk is I heard you say about training the trainers. So is there this organization you mentioned about volunteer? So is this a recognized certification if somebody does that training with your organization that we say we could go back and train guides locally or even regionally in the Caribbean? That's my question. Thank you.
I don't know your Caribbean law. First, we have to check your Caribbean law. What it's saying about tourist guides and who is allowed to certify, or is there a certificate? What I think is what I realized from your talk is that there is no law on guiding. Yeah, so when every agency can train their own guides, there is no law. Yeah,
you're correct. You're correct. There is no standard.
What we can do, so our standard is a very high professional standard. And yes, we exactly are doing that. We are doing that a lot of in the Asian Arabic area. So IVANA is really developing at the moment. Saudi Arabia helping them with ocean and river cruises to develop a standard to do guide trainings there. This is exactly what we are doing. So do you have local associations, tourist guide association? Yes or no?
No, there isn't. Not at the moment. Each company, as I mentioned, just responsible for their own particular guides.
So, but there is no guide association in your country which is working together with all the agencies, or where all the guides can be part of. If what we would recommend is we can help you setting up such an association. Or
I figured that. Sorry about that. Yeah. I figured that would be the excellent first step where it comes to getting an association, because there is none.
Because if we do everything from the highest level, this is too much for us if we do. So we always try to help you to set up an association, or also to what we are doing is we have done this especially in the Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, in these areas we talked with the locals. So we talked with the local tourism board, the local DMOs, to help you setting up this association if you can't do it by your own. So we try to help you set it up, or whatever you need, so you can become an individual member before that, but we try immediately to help you to set up an association. We have constitutions for local association. We know we help you with one person dedicated from us to go with you through the whole process with best practice experiences. Where are the problems in an association? All of that. And with that, we also help you setting up your courses. We say, do you need trainers? Do you want trainers to what we want to do is we train you so that you are the local trainers. We don't want to send you our trainers each time. We really want to have a program where at the end you do everything by your own and you get the revenue and you get the benefit. We are here to help. The best would be, because I love the Caribbean area, because this is a part where we have not so many members, where we have never been. We want to have the next convention after Japan, either in Africa or in Latin America. So this would be the big parts of the world where we had not so many conventions, where we had not so many networking and contacts. So Marika, we have an area rep for Latin America, yes? can you jump in, Marika, and perhaps take over the conversation or the contact details so that you can both get in contact? Marika, I think she is talking. Let me check who is.
Yeah. Can you? I don't know what I'm doing here. Sebastian, we have the Emma Guest Gonzalez as the area rep for the Caribbean.
So I write into the chat.
Sebastian?
Yeah, let me check. I will write in the chat the emma@wfdga.org. When you, Stefia,
Yes.
can write an email to Emma, she will immediately get in contact with you, assist you, and you can clarify all. Emma is very, very nice. She is the president. She was the president of the New York Guide Association, or still is. And she is doing a lot, is now our area representative for the American area. She is living in New York. She's very, very active. And yeah, so please write to her.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we also
copies.
have a WhatsApp group for the Caribbean. If you want to
Okay.
join the WhatsApp group for the Caribbean group, we have a dedicated WhatsApp. You just need, because I'm not in a place right now where I can see the chat. Please kindly just send me your WhatsApp number. My name is Maricar, MARICAR @WFTGA.org, and I will include you in the WhatsApp group for the Caribbean.
At WFTGA.org.
Yes,
I have
please.
put it in the chat. You can already find the email in the chat.
Fabulous. Okay, I've taken a note of the email address for Emma and Marika's as well. So yes, I will certainly be reaching out. There's so much we can do here. If I were to just give a small figure, in St. Lucia alone, we probably have about 300 tour guides who are just working for different companies, hotels, and tour operators, destination management companies, and every single one just on their own, basically.
Yeah. Do you have a national government that can help to
No, not at all. Like I was mentioning to Sebastian, each company trains their own guides with their own standards. There isn't any regularized training to say everybody's on the same level or something that is recognized. It's to each man on his own, basically, in St. Lucia. It isn't that we provide a good service. Yes, we do. However, there is no standard. There is no one held responsible to say, well, this is where we go, or this is how far we can go. So this is what I'm hoping. When I reached out, like I mentioned to the association, this was the objective. So I'm glad to have had the opportunity to ask about it today.
And it's exactly what we are doing. Exactly, this is our target. Such persons, such guides like you, we want to help you setting up all these standards or the networking. So step by step, yeah, so that you're really getting more professional, I would say, and that you are getting more independent by agency. This is also what we're doing, because we know agency, they try to have low fees, that they try, you know, all that. And this is what I'm especially doing. I'm everywhere I'm going. Always combine your work with the work of an advertising company. They charge, in Austria, they charge 700 euro per day. They charge 8 to 100 euros per hour. Why are you guys only charging 30 to 50 euro? Why are you underestimate your income? We are doing a professional job. So many things during an holiday and experience. It's because we are facing all the challenges. We are there to break the experience. So we should get paid a really good amount of money for that, what we are doing. And this is what what we are doing and where we want to support and help you.
Excellent. This is precisely why I reached out in the first instance. So thank you so very much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll wait for your email, okay? I'll wait for it.
Oh, certainly. I will be emailing both you and Emma. I certainly will be doing that.
Great. Thank you.
I want to ask Caroline, you sent me a private message. Do you want to talk about that, or should we follow our conversation privately? So I want to just offer you the stage to talk here.
Hey, sorry, I'm Heidi from Qatar. So
Hi.
I saw Anya's on here too. Anya's one of our other trainers in Qatar. Hello, very nice to meet you. Thank you for having this. And I was just trying to see if you could hook us up with someone who could go into a little bit more about the associations. We've been kind of struggling with it for a couple of years since our big push for the World Cup for all of our guides that we have here. We are our Ministry of Tourism is a governmental entity. So we're not allowed to, like nonprofits such, like maybe Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or other things that would normally be, a nonprofit someplace else. Here, they just kind of, it's a little bit difficult for them to exist from a financial standpoint. So in terms of getting our guides to get together and, try to train people up, try to get information out, tourism, I would venture to say, is a little bit new here in Qatar. So it's trying to get our people kind of up to speed, get them with some professional development, but again, trying to figure out how we can do that, if we can do it. Insofar as an association, getting them, we'll say grouped together here in Qatar, and then, taking it to the next level to introduce them to some more international resources to up their game, quite frankly.
I know I'm not fully involved in what happening in the past. I know that we had in some states in the Arabic area, we had some problems with the associations with not paying fees, or we had delivered courses there and that had not been paid, and the government and all. So I know a little bit of background, but I can't talk about all these things at the moment. What for me it is, what I'm realizing is that the system that we have with country-wise association which are joining WFDJA, it's getting more and more difficult. Yeah, because of problems, whatever it is, in region, political reason, whatever. We will have a working group. So in the future, we will try to form the WFDGA and the strategy of our organization in working groups. And we will have one for members where we exactly talk about that. What is the need of associations? What do we have to change this? Should we get also more, should we be more flexible to get directly tourist guides member of our association, to have other association getting member, not with the full process of all that. So so that we can give a quicker support and more easily support. We will have a working group on that, where we think about what we can do in our side and how we should change our constitution on that. But until that, once again, I would say I got your contact details here. I will forward it to the right person in our association, which has more background knowledge about what was happening in Qatar and what we can do to get in contact with you. And because, yeah, we have to find a solution. I'm not interested what happened. And I have to say that, to be honest, I'm not so much interested to think about what happened in the past. I'm a person.
Yeah, I mean, to my knowledge, we've never, in Qatar, we've never been able to have an association full stop because of the financial component to it. So it goes back to, so it wasn't with that, it wasn't in Qatar. So, what are the benefits if individuals wanted to, to join the federation, those kind of things, to at least put it out to individual tourist guides here in the country. Hey, this is available to you, even if we can't do it from a collective perspective.
Yeah, and I know that there is a background story. I can't to speak so public about the background story, but for me it is like, I don't like that if we go too much into the past and look what was happening there. For me, there has to be made a cut in some time, and that we just say, what can we do in the future? We need solutions. I want to help the guides. For me, the biggest aim of WFDGA is that we help tourist guides and tourist guide association both. And at the moment, this is not so easy in the organization, because first we have to help associations and not directly guides. But I think it is mandatory. You're not the only one coming to us and saying that we have to offer something directly to guides and in a quick and easy way, because in Europe, it is clear we have the associations in the European area, but in a lot of areas in the world, we don't have this system, and all the associations are struggling to getting more volunteers to do the work done. So we have to be more flexible, the new way of how association and organizations are run. You're absolutely right. So I will send your contact to the person who knows the background stories of Qatar, what you can do there. And we try to make you a quick offer how to get an individual member or what we can do. Or perhaps it would be good if we do also, we're doing this African webinar. Marika, I think we definitely need one for the Arabic area. What do you think?
Me?
No, Marika, the area rep meeting. The summit, so that we bring all the Arabic guides together to think about what they need, to listen to them, exactly what we're doing with the African guides. Our area reps for the Arabic area also should do the same. Marika, this is now what you should do. Yes. Campfire in Arabic area.
Can you unmute me?
Yes, you're unmuted, Marika, already.
Okay. Because I have no idea where I am right now. Okay, so yes, we will definitely help you. I mean, we're looking forward to having more webinars of each of the continents around the world. And I will personally take care that we will address your issue. I would like you to kindly also send me your name, your email address, and I will have our area representative for the region contact you for Qatar.
Perfect.
Is that
That'd
good?
be great. Is it Khalid?
Yes, Khalid Kagapi.
Okay, I'll send Khalid a message.
Yes, he's the area rep for the Middle East.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, so you've been in touch with him? Wait, you're unmuted. You're muted.
Good. Anybody else who want to say something? It's 1 hour 20, so I would slowly come to an end in this meeting if nobody has something to add.
Yeah. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. And thank you for joining, Marika. Enjoy your trip in Spain. And I know you're going to Paris after that trip because you want to see all the sites of the Olympic Games. Is
Definitely.
this right?
We're going to spend one whole night on Bastille Day, the evening of Bastille Day, and go around and shoot all the Olympic sites.
Enjoy your trip, Marika. And all the others, thank you for joining. Especially thank you to the Japanese. They are present everywhere. This is amazing what you're doing with your convention. Oh, we are all looking for. So once again, I'm promoting here 2026. We are meeting in Japan, or we're meeting online in Japan, because we will have a big hybrid part, because we know not everybody can afford the money to get to our convention. So we will have a very low fee for those who joining hybrid. Yeah? So we want to include everybody. Thank you, Miso, for being here. Thanks all the others. And you find all the contact details. info@wfdga.org is our main email address, but you also find my personal email address. We are here to help you, to assist you, to support you with all your questions. Also ask us on social media. Subscribe to our newsletter, follow our social media channels, And see you next time or whenever. Thank you. Have a good day. Good guiding.
Bye. Thank you
Bye-bye,
all.
everybody.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good week. Bye.
Right. Good guiding in.